In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents the Two Buck Sports Show with your hosts, Rusty Buckets and Uncle Buck. Now, let's get to the show. What up? What up? What up? I know the intro said it was going to be Rusty Buckets and Drew Gann, Uncle Buck, but it is not today. It is me, Kenny Stubblefield, alongside Jared, Big Dog, Blockhead Davidson on the show. What's up, Jared?
What up, man? I feel like since they're both gone, we can rebrand this for a day from the Two Bucks to the Two Blocks.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is our show.
This is our show. We're taking over. I'm the captain now.
Look at me.
I wanted to update everybody. Drew has obviously been out for a minute. He is in the throes of trying to fix power in Mississippi right now. He's on the front lines of doing it. I will say, I think he's not as busy as he's letting us. He was texting us earlier about his favorite country artists. And let me tell you, dude, this guy he's a wild guy.
He is. Well, we slept in a little bit this morning because it's day.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Day 3, she's off work. I've been working from home and whatnot, and it's just weird. I woke up to that and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I scrolled through and it's like Drew I think Kenny basically just poking fun at Drew the entire time. So but it's just one of those things, man. Drew Gann is a funny human being and we love him.
He is the most fun person to poke fun at in the group text. It is great.
I think on this network, he's the most fun person to poke fun at, and then probably the most funny person who can poke fun at anyone and also be hilarious would be Trey Lastly.
Oh, he'll get you. Trey, we're going to do a roasting session with him and Trey.
I was say, how have they not shared a screen together yet?
They didn't. Oh no, that was you. That was you and Trey that did. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, Trey is.
They shared a screen. I think was it during the maybe for a little bit when Trey came in about the whole when the whole G5 discourse was going on this network between Rusty and Drew and then you and for a brief moment, but an actual sit down show with those two I would probably pay a little bit of a pretty penny to see that one.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But shout out to Drew. Shout out to Rusty. They're both out today, having to take care of some business. But the Two Buck Sports Show is presented to you by FanDuel. The good people at FanDuel are fantastic. Give us all the odds. They're the official odds makers for Bluff City Media. So every odd that you'll see across this network is brought to you by FanDuel. Shout out to them. We do have some stuff coming your way, some Bucks best bets. We have some same game parlays, some numbers for the Grizzlies versus Hornets tonight we're going to run through. But before we do that, we are still, listen, I'm in Collierville. It's a big old sheet of ice out here. It was so weird yesterday. I went outside and I was throwing the ball to my dog in the backyard, and it is just complete ice back there. But the sun was shining on my backyard. And so, like, there's been over the last couple of days, I've walked outside and it's just been, there's no snow. It's just
it's straight up ice now.
Well, now it was starting to melt a little bit. And so there was like a thin layer of snow that was on top of ice, just a large sheet of ice on my ground in my backyard. And it was so weird because it started to like shift. And so like you could feel it. It felt like I was walking on a teeter-totter in my backyard with the ice. It was wild. But my dog he got adopted by the wrong family because you can see him right back here.
I see him back there.
He's got a little blue tick hound, a little beagle, a little terrier in him. And he is a avid squirrel hunter. He wants to hunt squirrels all the time. And so being outside in the cold, in the snow, he loves it.
Yep.
So I was throwing the ball to him. He's flying through the yard. It was just, it's still a little bit crazy out here. I woke up this morning and I got a notification saying, be careful for dense fog that can freeze.
Yep. We got that same one up here.
Right?
Yep.
And I walked out and I was like, oh my gosh. They were like, listen, don't think this is just fog. This is like, it could refreeze and create black ice on top of the ice that's already there. So we have scheduled a watch party for the Grizzlies versus New Orleans Pelicans this Friday in 2 days at Grind City Brewing at 6:30 p.m. We are planning as if we're doing it, but we don't know just yet. Like, we want to do it. We'll be there. We'll be a pregame live. There'll be a postgame bounce afterwards. We'll be there to watch the game with everybody, drink some beer, have some good food from the food trucks. Our goal is we want to be there. We're just still kind of playing it by ear. So just so you know, we'll let you know as soon as we kind of get it all figured out with the good people at Grind City Brewing. But shout out to them. If you haven't been to their tap room, Jared, you've been there numerous times. You've done the Basketball Saturday show from there. It is a fantastic place, and y'all absolutely need to be there if we're having it. Our goal is to have it, but we're trying to figure it out.
It's a great spot. It's a great hangout spot. It's just a great spot. A lot of TVs, to watch whatever sports are on, have some brews.
Yeah.
Really good. I haven't been there since they put up the new the new stereo paneling that they have.
Yes.
Haven't been down there. It's a great place to go to. If y'all do have it, I hope y'all can get out there safely. Maybe we may try to make come down and make one of them.
I might. Oh, maybe not this one.
No,
God. Yeah, let's not do Friday.
No, not this Friday. No,
the problem is
going to try to make one of these other three if my schedule allows to.
Yeah, the problem is that it's like it's supposed to kind of warm up a little bit tomorrow, and by warm up I mean be above freezing
40s.
In the 40s. So it's still going to be cold, and I think the sun's going to be out. So there's expectation that it might melt a little bit. But then literally Thursday night into Friday morning, it gets down to 8 degrees, and then it stays cold for the next week after that. So we've got a lot of things in the Stubblefield house that are kind of up in the air. Friday night, the watch party. Sayla has a volleyball tournament at out here in Memphis this weekend. We're all just it's all up in the air. So we'll figure it out.
We've had to a lot of the high schools, they've had to reschedule games. All the schools up here, like public schools, are closed to the end of the week. It's just, dude, it's insane because like we've had to reschedule so many games already. Like we were supposed to go down and play Jackson State tonight, community college, and we had to move that to later in February because we couldn't get down there, and we had to move like 3 different baseball games. And they're supposed to leave. What's today? Wednesday?
Yep.
I've been inside too long. Days are running together.
I know.
And so Thursday, our baseball team's supposed to go down to Louisiana, and we don't even know if they're going to be able to leave. So it's just
crazy.
It's man. Like everything's moving around, and it's just
Everybody, stay on your toes. We will let you know.
We wanted snow, not this.
Well, yeah, we want snow. Like I wanted snow, not just
this.
I didn't want the north, the north and the Game of Thrones. What's the wall called? What do they call it?
Oh, dadgummit.
It's been too long since I've watched the
Yeah.
show. The big wall. We didn't want the wall in the great Game of Thrones in our backyards. We wanted snow, but we didn't get it. But we do have a Grizzlies game tonight. I wanted to preview it with you. New Orleans comes to town. I mean, not New Orleans. The Charlotte Hornets come to town. What do we know? All right, let's talk.
I was just reading something about New Orleans too, so I was fully prepared to go with it.
Yeah, let's go with it. Let's talk about the Charlotte Hornets. Bro, they're coming in. The Charlotte Hornets are 2-point favorites.
Yep.
Against the Memphis Grizzlies tonight, according to FanDuel. The FanDuel odds are up here on the screen. You can see them. What do we know about this Charlotte Hornets team? Why are they the favorites right now?
Is it more because they're better or more because FanDuel has seen what the Grizzlies have done in the fourth quarter? They're probably like, if we keep putting the Grizzlies favored, everyone's going to look at the trend of really good playoff basketball from first to third quarter, fourth quarter hits. And then, also too, Charlotte's on a 3-game winning streak as well. They've beaten, and it's not, two of them are not bad wins. Like they beat the crap out of the 76ers 130-93. They beat the Wizards by 4. They beat the Magic by almost 30. So yeah, they're shooting really well right now. And it's just one of those teams, man, like give them another year, let them do something in the draft, maybe bring in not like a splash free agent, but like a free agent that'll be one of those steady, consistent hands that they can use. This is a young, fun team to watch. And right now, their favorite, Brandon Miller, has been playing really lights out as well. He's had, I saw he's like the only player in NBA history to have like 8-something games with 30 points and 100% true shooting or something like that, or something close to it, like 90% true shooting.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a weird time, but the Hornets are actually playing some really good basketball right now. So
what's interesting is I think we are having to, and I'm not ready to do it yet, but LaMelo Ball has been a guy that I have kind of pinpointed as a dude who is, and God, this is going to sound so mean, is like the poster child for what I don't like about this new TikTok, Instagram, social media basketball age, where this guy has gotten famous and he's good. Like he's a good basketball player, but there's levels to the way that he plays. I feel like for years I've said LaMelo Ball is the kind of guy that he might be flashy, but how he plays doesn't contribute to winning at all.
Yeah.
And I don't want to jump the gun and say anything like that things are turning a corner, because they're still 19-28. It's not like they're, a really good team.
No.
But it's clear to me that LaMelo is still scoring the ball pretty well. He's averaging 19.1 points per game.
He's also healthy this year too.
And he's also healthy. He's played 37 games this year.
Yep.
His shooting percentages are not great. He's shooting 40% from the field, 36.1 from the 3-point line. But his assists are up, and he's got, it feels like, some dudes around him that can play. He's got presumptive, I think it's going to come down between him and Cooper Flagg this year for the Rookie of the Year, and Con Knipple. Con is an elite shooter. Brandon Miller is a guy that, man, I don't have many takes that I look back at in the years and say, this was a terrible take. But I remember on an Anthony Sane show a couple of years back during the draft process, we had Anthony on the show and we had Chip Williams Jr. on the show, and we went nuclear on Portland.
Yeah.
No, was it Charlotte? I can't remember who. Maybe it was, I think it was Portland, because they were trying to decide between Brandon Miller and Scoot Henderson in that draft.
That actually sounds right.
And we just waylaid on them for not choose, Portland was thinking about not, it was Charlotte. Charlotte chose Brandon Miller over Scoot Henderson. And we were like, bro, what are you doing? Brandon Miller has turned into like we still get comments on that clip from 2 years ago saying you guys are dummies. Well, yeah, absolutely. Now, like we see that.
And he's a great basketball player, and I think a lot of his, because that 2023 draft class where it was basically everyone knew Wemby was number 1, and it was just race to see who was number 2. Who did we take in that draft? Am I crazy? Do we even have first round pick in that draft?
Did we?
I don't see. I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either.
Because no, we did not. Because we traded our pick, and it was Marcus Sasser to the Pistons.
That's right.
Yeah, we did not have a first round in that draft. Anyways, besides the point, it was Brandon Miller got caught up in that whole legal scandal, and I think that dropped a lot of his like perception and perspective around the league. And everyone forgot that man can hoop. He was a baller at Alabama, and watching him do what he did there was insane. Of course, coupled with Nate Oates, who's a great coach, but yeah, everyone just kind of forgot what Brandon Miller was like, and he's had a couple injury slips his first 2, almost 3 years in the league now. But this year he's played 30 games. He started 30 games, and he's putting 20 points per game, and he's just one of those guys that is quietly developing without any spotlight on him. And that's also a big reason why Charlotte is still not like good. They're 19-28, like you mentioned. But he's a quiet reason as to why Charlotte is starting to trend in the right direction.
Yeah, no, I think and I think it was Wayno that said it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about LaMelo. He keeps the defense honest from beyond the arc and loves to push the pace. His length doesn't hurt either. Going back to LaMelo and how it's now that he has now that he has Brandon Miller, some young pieces around the edges with Charlotte. You're starting to see kind of what LaMelo as a distributor and a playmaker looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And so the development of Brandon Miller, it feels like they actually have a guy who could be a real number 1 scoring threat for a team.
Yeah.
And that's what Charlotte has missed for years and years and years. And so I've seen numerous people talk about them as being their league pass team. Like if they're wanting to watch an NBA game, they turn on League Pass. If Charlotte's playing, they're watching because of how much fun they are offensively. Right now, the Hornets, according to FanDuel, are minus 2-point favorites tonight against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here are some numbers if you want to look at them. Go check them out. Grizzlies money line is plus 110. So it is they are minus 2-point or the plus 2-point underdogs in this game, but it's almost like a push bet at this point.
Yeah. It's a pick 'em pretty much.
Yeah, it's a pick 'em basically. 3+3s tonight. Cam Spencer plus 118, Jaren plus 285. What are your thoughts? Would you touch any of those?
I would, considering that the Hornets defense can be faulty at times, I would definitely take Cam's. Jaren is Jaren's way too hit or miss for me to even think about betting on anything for Jaren. So I would leave it alone. Yeah. But Cam at plus 118, that's not terrible. But I mean, it's consistent considering I think FanDuel's going off of he's playing in that more point guard role and knowing he's not getting his shots up.
Right.
So because I think if Ja was active and Cam was playing his normal 2-guard spot of being a spot up, off-ball movement scorer.
I would bang that plus 118.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, like I would go after it.
So
I will say this: those are some of the more in-depth numbers from tonight's game. Rusty has put in a Bucks best bet tonight or today that we're going to share with you at the end of this first segment. I want to be honest with you. I love FanDuel, but I have never bet on a game in my entire life until this bet. I put my first ever bet ever on
Kenny's
this
no longer
bet.
a virgin.
My cherry has been popped. Like I have done it because when Rusty told me this bet, I was like, hell yes, this is easy money. And so I'm just going to tell you, pay attention to we're going to talk about it at the end of the segment, but you can join me in my first ever bet. I'm just waiting to get a knock on the door in a second from my wife being like, what the hell did you just do? Putting money in FanDuel. Why do I see a FanDuel charge on our bank account? I did it today. And so we're gonna say we'll show it to you in a second. But if you can join me because I think it's a great one. King Meek says, I hope Gigi starts. We're gonna talk about Gigi in a second, but what do you think?
I hope he does too. Man, I'm sorry. I like Jalen Wells. He's played out of his position for far too long. And if we are to the point where we are going to start trending more towards draft position than anything, go ahead and start him. Because I said this, it was either earlier this week or late last week. And shout out Drew Gann.
Drew, I love you.
But
I get it though, dude.
Yeah.
I understand 100% what he's talking about.
Dude, that's
terrible.
What were we talking? Oh yeah, I said it a couple weeks ago, or either early this week or late last week. I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh no, it's not. It's different than draft class Gigi, where he was coming in being really good on a injury riddled team that was forced to tank. Now it's Gigi knows his role and is refined, and he can expand on that in a team that is still somehow competitive for 3 quarters and just falls off a cliff in the 4th. But that's the end all be all. So
yep, absolutely. Before we move off of Charlotte, Wayno loves Charlotte. Apparently, I've never seen him comment as much as he has about the Charlotte freaking Hornets. He says we got to talk about Con Knipple. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Con Knipple?
He's only missed 1 game this year.
Yeah.
He's played 46 out of 47. He started 45, 18 point or almost 19 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists a game, and he's averaging just under a stock per game.
Yeah.
Dude, I know Cooper Flag's the name brand, but this Con Knipple has a good shot to give him a run for his money.
Let me look at this. I want to look at what the numbers are. We haven't looked at when Cedric Coward kind of went down a little bit. I stopped looking at the Rookie of the Year numbers, but I know for a while it was presumptive favorite was obviously Cooper Flag, and I still think the narrative will be pushed and they'll make him the Rookie of the Year. Con Knipple went on a run and
oh my gosh,
and was absolutely like right up there with him. Yeah, Cooper Flag is definitely pulling away right now. In the FanDuel Sportsbook, your 2025-26 NBA Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flag is minus 500, and Con Knipple is plus 400.
Honestly, with how things are going right now, I mean, I haven't seen much of Cooper in the past couple of weeks. That's a solid bet because say something happens and there's that 65 game minimum requirement and Cooper for some reason can't go. Like, not wishing that on anybody. That plus 400 immediately becomes like, if you place that now, then somehow Cooper can't go the rest of the way. Con is your Rookie of the Year favorite, and his odds go to minus 400 instead of plus 400.
I just, and maybe it's because there's a big market, Dallas, and they're in the Western Conference, whatever. But Dallas is 19-27 and Charlotte is 19-28. So it's not like Cooper Flag's play is absolutely leading to more wins than Charlotte. Wayno wants to know, do you think team records should play a part in Rookie of the Year selection? I think so. In most awards, if you have guys that have similar individual statistics, you're probably going to go and look at what the team records are to kind of figure out like how much of those individual statistics are impacting winning for their team. I don't know how, like, if you had to do a checklist of like what matters in these individual awards, I don't know how far down team record is in terms of importance, but it's got to be in there.
The Spurs just had back-to-back Rookie of the Years with Castle and Wemby. Yeah. And their records still were not great.
Right.
Then you have Paolo Banchero, who I don't think Orlando was that good that year either. Scotty Barnes, LaMelo. The last rookie that really impacted winning on a playoff team was our very own Demetrius Jamel Morant.
Yep. There you go.
So,
Yeah, no, Khan is awesome. I remember I didn't watch a lot of Duke when he was there, but I do remember Chip Williams, our BCM's draft expert, going on all the rounds, and I think he was on the $2 Sports Show talking about Khan Knipple and just the way that he spoke about Khan. I was like, I know this kid is good. What really changed the deal for a lot of draft experts with Khan is like you automatically put him in the role of he's an elite shooter.
Yep.
And so you see a lot of these dudes that come into the game, especially Duke guys, you think immediately of JJ Redick and you go, well, elite shooter, right? Mm-hmm. It was when the starting point guard for Duke, and I think when Cooper Flagg went out, when they were at Duke together, Cooper had an ankle injury and was out for some games. Khan was the guy.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And he was the primary ball handler, the playmaker, and the shooter for that Duke team that was really good. And people started to realize, oh, this dude can like hoop. Like he's a hooper, for real hooper. And you're starting to see that translate over to the NBA game as well. So he's not just an elite shooter, but he's also been a really good secondary playmaker for LaMelo and for Brandon Miller.
Yeah, yes. And like I said, that team is, I think Wayne said earlier, they don't necessarily need a trade or a free agent right now. Right now, that team's gelling together. They have a good young core. LaMelo will probably be the first major piece off that team to ever move. But right now, I mean, shout out PJ Hall, who's on the Charlotte Hornets. Just realized that. But yeah, you still have Brandon Miller, Con Knipple. You still got Miles Bridges. Shoot, you even got Colin Sexton over there. So, like, they've got
Colin Sexton.
I do too. They still have a good core. Pat Connaughton's over there, who's like their starting big man right now.
Grant Williams is playing for him. Is it no? The Nick kid is in.
Nick Smith. He's in
Portland,
LA.
right? Or is he in LA?
He's in LA.
Oh, okay.
He's in LA because he started with Charlotte. They released him. LA signed him.
Musa Diabate is playing for them.
Yeah.
PJ Hall's on their roster. Let's go. PJ Hall. Sion James. You remember Sion James that played for Duke and played for Tulane in the American Conference? He's good. They got Ryan Kalkbrenner.
He's playing 25 minutes a game right now.
Man, let me tell you, they have done some really good work in the draft.
They have a good scouting department.
Yes, that T-Jane Salon kid is good. They drafted him 2 years ago. Last year's draft was Liam McNeely, Con Knipple, Sion James, and the Ryan Kalkbrenner kid from Creighton.
Yeah.
Grant Williams from Tennessee and Boston Celtics fame is there. They got a good little roster over there, man. And I think you give them a little bit more time, I think they'll gel some things together.
Grant Williams only played 7 games this year. Oh, he came off of a big injury, did he not? Yeah, because he made his season debut January 10th and has played ever since.
Yeah. So. All right. Grizzlies tonight. We talked a lot about Charlotte, and I think they're going to be a fun team to watch. Is it a wash, rinse, repeat type of situation again where the Grizzlies extend a lead out to double digits in the first, second, and third quarters and then lose it in the fourth?
It very well could be. I think this one could be just a young back and forth game with a bunch of young talent. You got 2 rookies from this draft class, Khan and Zed, that get to go head to head for the first time this year as well. Cam, obviously, you have how many? I don't remember how many Charlotte had from the Rising Stars, but this is a game where you watch and it's just you get to watch a lot of your young talent from recent drafts on both sides go at it, and I think it's just gonna be a fun one. Could it be wash, rinse, repeat? Yes. The Grizzlies may falter, but I think what's going to hinder them is obviously what T.I. does in the rotations. That's just how it is. But we've already harped on that enough the past few days. It's just to a point where I'm excited to watch Cam, Zed, and the younger guys go out and battle with Khan and just to have a young, fun team. This has the opportunity to be a highlight field game. I think some guys could pop off for 3 or 4 threes each. And lack of defense will be there. But if it's close in the end, there will be a call made down to the sideline. And Cedric Howard will play a minimum of 4 minutes at a time in the fourth quarter.
Oh, God. Please don't piss me off before the game even starts. Wayno wants to know, does anybody know if Jock is back? Jock is back. They put out a PR statement yesterday. They got 4 dudes on the injury report right now. And it's obviously Ja, Ty, Zach, and who's the other one? Who am I missing? Ja, Ty, Zach, and Brandon Clark.
5. Scotty as well still. So.
Scotty as well. So everybody else is back. Everybody else is available.
We have a whole starting 5 that could probably contend with a couple teams on our injury report still.
King said T.I. took Coward out in practice. That's good. That's good.
With how robotic he is, it wouldn't shock me.
You need to sit down, son. You played too long. Coach, we're shooting free throws. Sit down.
Minutes restriction. Go.
All right, let's get to this best bet. The one that took my betting virginity. Here we go. This is the Bucks' best bet according to FanDuel. Shout out to FanDuel for these awesome numbers. Same game parlay tonight. Someone asked the question, who is going to be the leading rebounder for Memphis tonight?
Plus 1291.
Same game parlay. Jock Landale, they're expecting to be the leading rebounder, 10-plus rebounds. Okay. Cam Spencer, 10-plus assists. Cedric Coward, 15-plus points, plus 1291. $10 wins you $129.
That is...
Is there any part of this that isn't a lock for you?
The only part that'd be questionable is Jock, because he always likes to sit at 9 sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, too, on FanDuel. So hang on, let me. So it's rebounds. Let me go back to this.
Yeah.
Because I just found FanDuel right now has a thing where you can, like choose a reward. At least mine just did. So Jock Landale, 10+ rebounds.
Yeah.
Cam Spencer, with 10+ assists. Where's that at? Right. That's not 12, 10. And then Ced with 15+ points. Because I want to see what this comes out to after. Where's 15? Come on, FanDuel. There we go. All right. And then I put this 50% profit boost on it. Well, you said that was plus 1291?
Yep.
Kenny, when did you place that bet?
I placed it this morning.
Right now, the odds before I put this on there are plus 1636 now.
Go hit this bet.
You put this 50% profit boost on it that FanDuel just let me get. It goes to plus 2455. For context, $5 wins you 122.
Like, take this bet. That's why I did it. When Rusty told me this earlier when we were off air, I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm definitely doing this. By the way, we just got some breaking news.
Oh, geez.
The Memphis Grizzlies Memphis Grizzlies have assigned Ty Jerome and Scottie Pippen Jr. to the Memphis Hustle. Both players will be recalled to the Grizzlies following the Hustle practice today.
I cannot wait for no one to be on our injury report after the trade deadline.
It is go time, baby. They're ramping up. It's time.
Oh, geez. And we're in week 10 of Ty's 9-week recovery. Yeah. And we're finally assigning him to the Hustle. Come on.
Grizz PR for the win. There are not many times that I get Grizz PR notifications that I get excited. Today I'm excited. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Dude. But this bet is crazy. And with your little 50% profit boost on it, you said, what is this? Plus 24 what?
Plus 2455.
Jeez. Now you know why I took my now you know why I decided to bet it. Because this is, I mean, look, like Cam Spencer has either been an automatic 5 or 6 3-point shooter a game or double-digit assists. It's what he does.
Yep.
He impacts winning, whether he's off ball or on ball. When he's on ball, which is what he is right now, he is a 5-6 in the first half or first quarter assist guy. He'll get those 10+ assists. Cedric Coward, 15+ points. He had a rough night the other night. I could see this being a bounce back game for him, especially going up against Con Knipple. And then Jock is back, and Jock is just balling, dude. He's just a ball player. He's balling out for the Grizzlies. So
balling out big time.
I love this parlay. Rusty built this parlay himself, and I love it. And I think you should absolutely go and bet it.
I think you should do as well. That's what I'm going to do during the break.
All right. Well, shout out. We got the Grizzlies versus the Hornets tonight. There will be a post-game bounce immediately after the game. Hang out with us. Enjoy the game tonight. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some Giannis to the Grizzlies.
Because it's getting a little spicy.
So let's talk about it when we come back from the break. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Memphis, it's going down. This Friday, January 30th, the Grizzlies go to war with New Orleans, and the city's watching together at Grind City Brewing. Big screens, cold beer, loud fans, real Memphis energy. Pull up for the Bluff City Media Watch Party at Grind City Brewing, where the beer is cold and the vibes are undefeated. Don't watch alone, watch it with the city.
Do y'all think Penny focuses too much on reclamation projects out of the portal instead of actual talent?
He certainly did this season, because in the past, Memphis has tried maybe one or two reclamation projects a year. Like Dane Danger, for example, was obviously a reclamation project, but that was really the only reclamation project that he was really going for there.
You can go down this roster and name a lot of dudes who Penny recruited thinking that he can help them get better and kind of revive their collegiate career.
The key to making reclamation projects work is surrounding that player with guys who do not have to be reclamated.
Yes.
PJ Haggerty did not have to be reclamated. Tyrese Hunter did not have to be reclamated. Colby Rogers didn't have to be reclamated. Nick Jourdain didn't have to be reclamated. He was who he was already. Yep. If you surround reclamation projects with guys who don't have to be reclamated, it gives you a much better, chance of success with that reclamation project.
Tune in to Tigers Live with Francis Carlotta, live after every Memphis Tiger basketball game on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the $2 Sports Show. I'm Kenny Stubblefield. Jared Davidson is to my left or to my right, whichever one y'all are seeing. I don't know. I think right now, the way I'm looking at it, you're to my right, but
I think on TV, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Shout out. You're there. Y'all know who.
Yeah, Kenny's there. I'm here. Kenny, while we're on the break, I just saw a video of someone saying, "Hey, in the next couple of days, you got to watch out because there will be falling ice from elevated structures." And it was ice falling off of a power line and smacking a car.
Oh, good. To
add even more craziness to this mess we're in.
Hey, shout out to the ice. We love you. Not that ice. We like the cold ice. Wrong ice. Damn it.
Anyways, moving on.
K-Wham is gonna pick that up and they're gonna roll with that. They'll be like, Bluff City Media loves ice. Yeah. All right. God bless America. This is crazy. All right. We do have the Grizzlies versus the Hornets tonight. Me and you have talked about it. I've enjoyed these listen, one of the benefits of this snow and this ice and this weather is that me and you have had a chance to do multiple shows together over the last couple of days, and I've enjoyed it. You're a good man. Too. And I know we've talked about him already, but I wanted to spotlight a player. A guy that I have been out in on this his entire 3-year career. And that's one Gregorius Jackson Jr. I don't know. Is it Gregorius? I think it might actually be. Is it Gregory Jackson? Gregory
G. Jackson full name.
I'm going Gregorius.
Gregorius it'll be hilarious. It's just Gregory. It's just Gregory G.G. Jackson.
Damn. As Anthony likes to say, good game, Jackson.
Yeah,
God's gift, Jackson.
I think. Well, I made a joke to saying whenever the whole thing was coming out, I was like, "Is Gigi going to be involved in trade talks?" I said, "Get gone, Jackson.
Get gone, Jackson." Good game.
And now I want him to stay.
Yeah, right. It has been. I think him playing. I wanted to spotlight him tonight because he has been a guy that is been not a surprise because I think you can just see Greg. Greg. You can see Gigi and just know the kid is a ball player, right? Like he has the size, the 6'9", 220 pounds, athletic as hell. There's never been a doubt about his physical skills and his ability. It's more so been how does he fit within a role within a system that the Grizzlies need him to play? Because when this team has had Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant, you have to ask the question, do you want Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant to be the focal points offensively, or do you want it to be Gigi Jackson? Well, the obvious answer is you want Ja and Jaren to be the main two guys. And so that means Gigi has to be able to fit inside a system, right? And that's been his biggest struggle is fitting inside the system and figuring out how do you go from being every other team that you've ever played for. Like, and I think we have to understand, like, these guys, when they come to the NBA, they're playing the best of the best.
Yep.
But everywhere else they've been, Jared, they are the elite of the elite guy. They are the number one option wherever they have been. And so what happened? What's going on? Did ice fall on top of your...
I'm just like I'm hearing weird things outside. I was very confused.
Yeah. That was the ice falling on top of your car. By the way, I just want to let you know that. But that's been so. There's always a huge like trying to figure out how do you go from being the guy, the focal point, the anchor for your team. The litmus test, like how your team performs is dependent on how you perform that game to then having to play inside of a role. That's tough.
Right? It is tough because Gigi's one of the ones that he graduated high school early,
right?
Reclassified and everything. And he was 17 when he was on a college campus,
right? And
18 when he got to the league. And just like I said, he was this guy in high school.
I hear dead people.
Oh my gosh. All right, Kendrick. And then got to South Carolina, was the dude for a season. And then it's just on a bad South Carolina team, that is. And he came into a situation where he was immediately thrust into the availability. Plus, he had some down spurts at South Carolina, which allowed his draft stock to fall a little bit. And
he had a really bad draft cycle. Draft workouts. The stories.
It was,
you can go back and listen to. I don't want to plug another network, but Gary Parrish talked about it on his show. A story about Gigi in Memphis during his draft workout that is like objectively hilarious.
Yeah.
And was also concerning and kind of made you understand why he dropped to where he dropped in the draft.
Yeah. And so like he was used to being that guy based on raw talent alone. And at South Carolina he was, and then obviously he had a bad end to South Carolina and obviously the draft cycle to the point to where like people were expecting him to transfer to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where he was going to go if he didn't stay in the draft, and he stayed.
Well, he was committed to North Carolina.
Yeah, he
prior
was
to going to South Carolina.
Yeah, he was committed to North Carolina, I believe. Then went to South Carolina, and then I believe he was about to. North Carolina was talking with him about transferring to North Carolina after his stint at South Carolina. Which I mean, shoot, if he would have gone to North Carolina and gotten really good coaching from there, he definitely would have been a solid round 1 draft pick the next year.
Yeah.
But no, it's just one of those things. And he came into the situation. I like to compare it to what's his name in Minnesota for some reason, Anthony Edwards, for a little bit to an extent, because Anthony Edwards played on a horrendous Georgia team, bad Georgia team that barely made the SEC tournament.
Right.
But Anthony Edwards was, raw talent, and he went to Minnesota and was that guy and built around him. And so he went to Minnesota and became that guy. The different thing with Gigi obviously being drafted in the second round and just kind of falling off a little bit, he was so used to being that guy, came into a situation where there were a bunch of other guys who were the guy on the team, and he had to adapt to that. And now we're seeing the fruits of the labor with Gigi Jackson after you saw the raw talent year 1. You go back and see the kind of up and down struggles to where he missed a playoff game for personal reasons.
It was an Easter service at his church.
Yeah, an Easter service. And then now
I think that wasn't ever confirmed, but I think that's what happened.
You can connect the dots.
He was playing drum.
But to where T.I. came out and said I'm going to coach Gigi the hardest he's ever been coached. I'm going to be hard on him. Got a lot of DNPs earlier this year, maybe 1 to 2 minutes. Went down to the hustle for about a month and a half. Came back up, and at the turn of the new year, he's playing 15 or more minutes almost every single game, even at the latter part of December as well. Yeah. And in this new year, out of the 11 games that have been played by Gigi Jackson, he scored in double digits in 7 of them. So you're seeing the growth for him. It just took a little time. He was so used to being the guy to where a year and a half of hardship troubles turned out to make Gigi better on the other side of it.
Yeah. I think that there is, and I think it was, I don't know how to say his name. I think he is our Irish friend. I think, Cohen, is that Cohen? I think it might be Cohen. Cohen says, damn, I love seeing Gigi check into games now.
Yeah.
And I agree. I said this, I think, in a group chat during the last game. It's like, it feels like to me that the Grizzlies are letting other teams off the hook by not giving Gigi more minutes in the 4th, right? Like giving him, because again, a lot of what basketball is, and NBA basketball in particular, is maximizing mismatches, right? Yep. Like maximizing the threat levels that are out there. And there's only one basketball on the court at one time. So it's not like everybody is going to be able to have the ball in their hands at any given time, especially when you're, playing on a decent team that has good players. Yeah. But it's the threat level, right? It's the threat of what Gigi can do. And the fact is that he's showing since the end of December and into January that he understands what he can do, and he's doing those things. Like he is deflecting more basketballs on the defensive end of the floor. He's learning how to move his feet. He is chase down blocking folks. He is pushing the ball up the floor hard on rebounds. He is back cutting, filling in gaps in ways that he didn't do before. Prior to that, he was ISO ball at the 3-point line and trying to break folks off dribbles. Like that is just an easy, like if you are the only level of attack that you had at first couple of years was ISO ball at the top of the key and try to take people into the lane. That's easy to guard. Like that's not hard to guard.
And like you said yesterday, I believe it's the repeatable things. Yeah. It's the repeatable things. It's not, it's not adding complicated moves to your repertoire.
Yeah.
Repertoire. And that's a fun word. But it's not adding these crazy moves to your repertoire. It's adding a simple long Euro step into the lane that it's very hard to guard. Like you said, the back cuts, it's the little intangibles. It's things that are repeatable and are only going to get better throughout just the matter of time.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm now to the point. I've always advocated for Gigi, even during the bad times, but now to the point to where like, you can include him in any trade forward because he's right now he's showing just flashes of being an integral piece to this team in the future. Because how tall is he? You don't pass up a 6'9" wing who can do what he does, especially getting better on the defensive side of the ball. He's also averaging a career high in nope, I lied. Almost said rebounds because I saw the wrong number. But he's just attacking in the little areas of the game a lot better right now.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about for years. If you've been a Grizzlies fan for years, you understand like the need that this team has had for a high level small forward wing player who can defend bigger guys but also be athletic.
Yep.
And so you saw even Zach Kleiman target those guys and OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and those guys. And that's been a constant state of need for this team. And I proposed the question in a group chat during one of the games last week. What if Gigi is that guy? Like, what if he is? What if we're starting to see that you don't need to go get that guy because you have that guy on the roster? Yeah. Right. We thought maybe Jalen Wells was. They tried to force it down our throat in terms of like him being a secondary playmaker during the summer league. They said we're letting Desmond Bane go because Jalen Wells can make that uptick to where to get to Desmond Bane's level. We're seeing that that's not the case. Right. Yep. Like, and it's not a shot at Jalen Wells. It's knowing your role and knowing what you can do.
It's knowing your capabilities.
And I think one of the things that I want to see in this Charlotte game is, again, I don't care if they win or lose this game, but I do want to see them maximize not only their mismatches, but as Wayno said, maximizing their substitution patterns, right? Because isn't that what basketball is all about? Is maximizing your substitution patterns? Absolutely. So,
Kenny, you're racking up sound bites in this show today, and that one right there may have been worse than the one earlier.
Did I say something pause level? What did I say?
No. I was talking about the ice falling from the sky.
There's nothing that freaks me out more than when you're in the comment section and you say pause. I'm like, what the hell did I say? All right, let's get to the last topic of the day. Shout out to everybody who's in the comment section. We love you guys. I'm glad we've been able to continue to put shows out for you and just talk with you, hang out, have a good time. Come see us. We'll let you know as soon as possible, but come see us Friday night at Grind City Brewing for the watch party. New Orleans Pelicans versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Zion versus Cam Spencer. It's usually Zion versus Ja, but again on Friday night it's going to be Zion versus Cam Spencer. I'm going to get, you know what it looks like to me. Do you remember the video of Zion in high school and that little 8th grade white kid was guarding him and bodying him? That's going to be Cam Spencer versus Zion on Friday night. Come and hang out with us at Grind City Brewing and watch the game with us. We'll do a pregame and a postgame live from Grind City Brewing. Should be a lot of fun. Last topic. Man, it's heating up, bro.
It is.
It is heating up.
Before you get going with the like the whole article and thing and whatnot, they categorize this with Giannis into different categories in this entire article.
Yes.
They go 10 teams with the most to offer. I'm not going to say the teams because nah. And then they go to the next one is the injured or former All-Stars category, contracts to trade but limited in picks, trade assets but with long-term risks, and then they go pockets are empty, waiting on the sidelines. Take a wild guess as to where the Memphis Grizzlies are.
They are in the trade assets, but with long-term risks.
Yep.
Right. It is clear, and it's so funny to me. Giannis has said numerous times over the year, like, I want to stay in Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee. I've won championships in Milwaukee. And then all of a sudden he decided last week, I guess, maybe 2 weeks ago, that he was done. And I basically, you could see there were some comments and language coming out that it was clear that Giannis wanted out. And so obviously trade rumors hit up. Now folks at ESPN are like, oh, we're tired of talking Giannis. And Meffer, y'all been talking about Giannis before there was even something to talk about with Giannis. Now you're tired of it now that he wants out. There's a lot of different Bobby Marks, who is I think he's good. Like, I think
he's one of my favorites over at ESPN.
Yeah, like he puts out just fact-based articles. It's not a hit pieces like Tim McMahon puts out.
And it's in depth too, because like the Grizzlies section of this article, trade assets but with long-term risk. It's perfect to describe the Memphis Grizzlies, but he also had a little bit of a nugget in there of what the Grizzlies have to give if they want to pursue this route.
Right. I think I don't see the trade scenario that he brought up to get Giannis to Memphis is pretty wild. I don't see it happening, but here's what he says. He says, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Antetokounmpo. The Grizzlies have the salaries, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Santi Aldama, and Brandon Clark, for example, to send out without including Morant or Jackson in a deal. They also have 6 tradable first-round picks, including a 2030 unprotected pick via Orlando. For Memphis, rookie Cedric Coward, Wayno, should be a non-starter in any potential trade talks.
And so, he put that up there, and I knew you were going to read it. But you don't get this deal done without including Ja or Jaren. You have to include one of them. 100%. One of those two is going to be gone. And if you're Memphis, what's the more enticing piece to send out to get Giannis?
I don't care.
I don't care. But here's the thing, though, with just Ja and Jaren, I hate to say it, but maybe this brings a pep in the Ja step if this does happen. If you move Jaren, because you're going to have if you trade Ja in a Giannis deal and keep Jaren, then you have Giannis, Jaren, and Edie. And that's a weird predicament to be in if you're Memphis. So therefore, you can go Jaren and then KCP, Santi, BC, and then you can probably throw all the first round draft picks you want to at the Bucks.
Give them all of them. I'll give them all of them.
Like that's the nugget I was talking about that the Grizzlies have 6 first round picks in the next 4 years that they can trade away.
That's OKC level of first round draft pick that they have.
Now, granted, you ain't trading this. What?
There is
you would trade this year's draft pick.
There is not a single thing that I wouldn't give up to give Giannis get Giannis back to Memphis.
Yeah, because if you
except for Sed, I would.
Sed's a non-starter.
You don't have to get rid of Sed to get Giannis Antetokounmpo to Memphis. But
no, you don't.
There's so many different assets they have, good contracts that they can get rid of.
Yeah, but if you do that and you include our first round pick this year, you still get, well, no, who knows? Anyways, that you would in a heartbeat, because you could run out a starting lineup of Ja, Sed, Gigi, Giannis, and Zach, and then worry about the bench later. You can figure that out later. Wow. But like you would do that so quick, and that's why I like when he mentioned that the Grizzlies do have 6 first round picks to trade. Now that's why the Grizzlies fall into the trade assets, but with long term risk, because they know with Ja and Jaren getting rid of them, what that could mean. Because and also too, the long term risk could be in fact of you may not resign Giannis. That's the scary part too. That's the part as a smaller franchise that you got to worry about doing with this thing. But I don't know. The Grizzlies feel like the ultimate dark horse in this, and there's been reports that Kleiman has called, and talked. So I don't know. This is going to be we're a week away, less than that. Because February 5th is this Thursday.
Do you think that there is like I think obviously Giannis is going to get moved. I think that's a I think that's a no-brainer. Bobby Marks in this article, you can go on ESPN.com and check it out, but he talks about the three teams that I think are really the teams that he's looking at as teams that want to get into the Giannis sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Is Toronto, Portland, and who's the other one? Detroit.
Yep.
Detroit, Toronto, and Portland.
I'll be shocked if they trade him to an Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I'd be surprised about that too. I guess, what are your thoughts on, I think Memphis is involved in this trade somehow.
But I think it's going to be the
third team or fourth team involved, where they're, because it feels like to me that Zach is intent on getting back into this, getting multiple first round draft picks in this 26 draft. Is there? So I could see some pieces being moved around to get them into this trade to where they're kind of like taking on, where they're able to accumulate some assets out of this. Is that something you could see happening?
They could accumulate assets, and also too, with how this trade deadline is going to have to go for Memphis, if they want to take getting Giannis out of the equation for a minute. But if Zach Kleiman wants to maximize what he can get in this draft, because that's where he likes to make his bread.
Yep.
You get into this trade and you dump some salaries. And you dump off of a Brandon Clark, you dump off of a Scottie Pippen, you dump off of a maybe even Santi Aldama, just throwing names out there right now to get off these contracts.
Yep.
And that's because the Grizzlies fully healthy, and not saying we're ever going to be fully healthy, but if the Memphis Grizzlies are ever fully healthy, we are in depth hell pretty much, because you'll have 4 point guards, you'll have a lot of wings, and you'll have only 2 big men, but still, it's just, you're deep at so many positions, and it's to a point where you're going to have to dump off some of these contracts. So the Grizzlies are definitely going to try to get involved in this trade, whether that's contending for Giannis and then eventually falling into being the third or fourth team that makes the trade work.
Yeah, I definitely see. I can see Memphis getting involved. I don't see them being in the sweepstakes to actually get Giannis over to Memphis, but we can dream big dreams, right?
Over the next week until February 5th, you'll probably see reports that, the Grizzlies are involved in Milwaukee trade talks. Just don't get bought into the fact that it's actually going to be Giannis, and the fact that the Grizzlies are going to be the aggregator and being that third team that helps make the pieces right.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting, though. I do think there's always like one trade that happens that kind of sets everything in motion for the entirety of the NBA.
Yep. And I think a lot of teams are waiting for this one.
And I think they're waiting for the Giannis thing to figure out. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. We got, like you said, about a week until, it is a week until the trade deadline is up. And so we'll see. It'll be an interesting time. But Jared, you're the man, dude. I appreciate you, brother.
Man, appreciate you, man.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Anthony Sain Show at 1 p.m. In about 57 minutes, I'll be on there. Anthony obviously will be on there. If you're a part of the Sain gang, come join us. We have a good time. And come hang out with us. But Jared, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, my man.
All right. We'll see y'all back here tomorrow.
Peace.
Same time, same place. Thank you for listening to the $2 Sports Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.